Hello and welcome to Cassie's Cosmo brief overview for the week ahead, which will be starting on the 27th of January. Right, I have put some more cards out for you this week, starting to go through the week ahead and what there is. The outline card that I put up is the Three of Cups, so some of you may well be celebrating as we move towards the new moon in Aquarius at the end of the week. It's quite an exciting week. We're starting today, Sunday, and flowing through into Monday in the Sagittarian moon. So again, Sagittarius, it's about the ninth house, the higher mind, travel, media, marketing, teaching, learning, education, wisdom, knowledge. So you're all being kind of showing a way of learning something. Saturn, the taskmaster, that's connected towards Capricorn. It's about your goals and your ambitions, but sometimes having to learn things the hard way. I put an animal card out for you as well this week, the badger. And that's kind of showing you here, it's about perseverance, it's about digging deep, it's about seeing things through to the end. And a lot of you at the moment are struggling. This is a dark month, and it's very much an incubating month for people stepping back, thinking. It's not the month of ultimatums, it's not the month to push anybody, because people are doing a lot of realigning and thinking. Venus is on last week of retrograde. And at the end of this week, 30th, 31st, we have the Chinese New Year changing. We've been in the year of the snake. So for 2013, all the way up this week, the snake is about healing. The snake is about shedding the old, shedding in the past. If you link it in with the Scorpio eclipses and the Taurus, it's about death, it's about rebirth, it's about transformation. So we're heading up the last week also of the healing energy of the snake. So what can you shed? What do you need to let go of? Bad habits, old ways, letting go of the old life. Maybe you've been through a divorce. We turn into then the year of the horse. The horse is about freedom. It's bold, it's quick, it's fast, it's wanting to run wild, it's wanting to go in a new direction and have the freedom to do so. So we're going to start to have a lot quicker and faster pace. We also see Venus going back forward in forward motion again at the end of the week. So this is the last week of reviewing, rethinking, going back over old ground. Venus is female, as well as your personal income or opportunities for work. So, you know, we've all gone through certain days, maybe even on the 24th, 25th, of realigning and going back, having a look at ways to make money. When Venus, unfortunately, is about beauty and about money, is in the retrograde, and she has done for almost 6 weeks, finances are tight for people. People want to put forward a new business, but it's not really going to go anywhere, because Venus is about rethinking. What do you value? You know, Venus can be a sense of beauty, of things that we like, whether it's your food. We're looking at our passions within food, our passions within diet. So a lot of you may be looking at your diets at the moment, and just rethinking about what you eat, what is beauty, what makes you happy within your life. We're still in that kind of mulling over things. Venus is second chance, second option. So we're all looking, or you'll all be in two minds about what direction you need to be going in. Don't push it, is what I kind of feel for you. The 24th, 25th, which is where we've just passed last week, was about looking at ways of dealings or money issues, and it can be through divorce or, you know, financial situations. Tuesday the 28th, Venus is going to link with the moon in Capricorn, and your focus again will be on goals and money in your love life, making strides forwards in that goals. So if you had some goals or rethoughts or reinventing things with the Aquarius field, it's a chance that maybe that connection, that rethinking, that goal comes via a female. A need or an issue with somebody maybe in authority, so you might have to deal with someone in authority. They could be female on Tuesday. It could be about getting closure around that situation. It is the last week. It's the Queen of Cups comes in for Tuesday, and it's a Pisces energy. It's a very female energy, but it's kind of saying here that you may have to be dealing with somebody on Tuesday. Will be a very significant day. I feel again 28th, 29th can be around key relationships this week. The Three of Cups is the card of harmony, balance, relationships starting to. So for anybody who kind of says there's been no love, there's been no contact, there's been no vavavoom or excitement, everybody has stepped back. This is the key awakening this week. The awakening of if you can persevere with people around you at this point in time and stick it through to the end, there is a completion, but I would give it April, May time. What the cards on the overview is telling you this week is that it starts off with quite an exciting feel, even though it's Monday. That sort of Sagittarian fire energy is about lighter side, fun, happiness, wanting to jump out there, so I kind of feel here that the mood's already starting to lighten. But it's also saying we're still in that retrograde period. You're getting ready for the super new moon at the end of the week in Aquarius. Venus going retrograde again. You're changing from the Chinese New Year in the healing of the snake into the year of the horse. So the end of the week is quite a powerful time, and it's very much a build up to it. This is about releasing and letting go in more ways than one. What have you healed? Has it been your health? What have you let go of? Has it been financial difficulties or situations? It's teaching you all to go up again. Unfortunately, we've got a 5-day space before we hit that retrograde from the 6th to the 28th. But again, it's renewing things. It's decisions, it's agreements, sales, writing are starting to come into the picture. You've still got this opportunity over the coming days to go back and relook and rethink. Picture ideas. Where can I move forward? Where can I make those agreements within my life? I certainly think that there's a lot of activity that is going to be taking place around the 28th, 29th of this week. I think that it's a little bit of an opening, but it also brings in the feeling of good news over the next 3 days, and that could be there's alignment with certain planets that could bring in good news around if you've gone for an interview, it's the time to hear about a job. You may well get sudden surprises around money or finances before we hit the end of the week, around certain money pockets. Maybe you've got an old claim that's come up, the 5-year period has been up and it comes out the blue and you receive the cheque for it. Maybe someone gives you money, or it's backdated money from maybe something being owed or working last year. But I certainly think there's some nice surprises coming in this week. As we draw towards the end of the week, the 7 of Swords and the High Priestess is kind of telling you really to be on your guard. There's a lot of energy out there that I feel for a lot of people, that there's things that are going on behind the scenes that people are kind of saying, I think there's more to this than meets the eye. Trust your intuition. The 7 of Swords are saying really that something's been held back from you. Whether it's at a business meeting, whether it's in relationships, but this is kind of saying don't trust everything that's there. Next to the High Priestess, it's kind of saying you might have persevered with this, but just be on your guard as to whom you're talking to and what's going on. Trust in your own intuition. This is about reworking things and looking as to where you're going through. And the field that seems to take place with all the purples that's coming in is a lighter mood for people, but the Aquarius field is about new friendships, new goals, reinventing yourself. But friends play a big part in the next chapter of the story in February. It's meeting new people. It's not jumping in. It's all about friendships. It's a time really when you're going to be talking. You might be wrapping up the end of January by signing on the dotted line around certain things, but it is about what am I wanting to commit to long term. And certain aspects, the 24th, 25th that we've just passed, play another field or another link when we get to, say, the 16th of February. There could be a second chapter where if you're publishing a book, there could be another redo or relook at that. If you're publishing a business, you may go and relook at it all again around the 16th of February and again around the 14th of March. But you're revisiting, it's almost like the Cosmo is going to take you forward in stages. Nothing's done overnight, and one of my greatest saying is Rome is not built in a day, even though everyone would like things built up overnight. Remember Capricorn, the Capricorn new moon at the beginning of the year. It's a powerful new moon, and it's one that, even though the moon phase changes, it has the ability, the Capricorn moon, to really, a super new moon, to stay with us for the next 6 months. And a heads up, Capricorn is goal orientated, but in the tarot, Capricorn rules the devil card. So that means that whoever you're around at the moment may want to control things, manipulate things. There may well be marital affairs and things coming to a head, but Capricorn is the devil, which is third parties, someone getting the better of you, someone wanting to control any form of desires, but someone else is always in the driving seat. So sometimes it's about standing up and being counted, and it's about breaking free from anything that has restrained you, whether it's money or partnerships as well. This is very much about not limiting yourself in the Aquarius field. It is new visions, it's new insights. Aquarius is attached to Uranus, which is all about freedom from the past, maybe even triggers or fears that you look at from the past. You know, feeling a little bit wiser within your own self. You might feel a little bit more rebellious in the Aquarius kind of field, that you want to break free, that you want to be quite childlike, but it feels we're still in the zone of the financial security and what you're doing to sort of make that money and to give you that security. Relationship wise, or house and properties, you know, there's not a lot of movement really till March time, when Jupiter in herself goes direct again, and Jupiter wants you to believe in yourself. She brings in change. Venus brings in value and is pulling together money or money issues, or how you value yourself, or you valued in that relationship or that working area. It's about taking chances, going into the unknown, having faith. Jupiter wants you to expand your field again, expansion in the relationship, expansion in the move of home, in the work, in the business, but it's teaching you to have some faith within yourself. You know, how much do you feel valued while Venus is going retrograde? Proving yourself to others. Sometimes do we have to do that? But I certainly feel here that this is a good week of change. February we'll have that Mercury retrograde, so that'll be the mind rethinking, which I did explain to you a little bit of last week. But this week really is, I call it the changing of the guards. You know, that card, the animal card, is saying still persevere. So many of you are kind of feeling, I want it now. Mars and Libra will make you want things now. So you'll either be faced with push and pull in relationships or business partnership, someone losing their patience. This is where you've got to go with the flow of the energies at the moment, not push for anything. Pushing won't get you anywhere. You know, all those reinventings or goals or money making issues, there'll be like 3 chapters to it, which kind of started last week, 24th, 25th. There may be some talks or discussions or signing of paperwork, 28th, 29th, as we wrap up near the month. Second chapter or second redo or relook or do-over is around the 16th of February, and then about the 14th of March, so to maybe the 19th. So every step that you take will take you closer to what you want. For those that are wanting things now and next week, try and remember that there will be no growth or the floodgates flowing forward till Jupiter goes direct again. My feeling is it's March. This is about you really thinking about what you want, and try and remember that how you're thinking inwardly, and realigning your thoughts. I want to break free from my old job. I don't want to be in this. I want to earn more money. I want to go and live abroad. Your partnerships, whoever you're interested, will also be having that brainstorm as to them wanting a change within their life. So it is a kind of a changeable energy. Someone may say one thing one day and change their mind the next, so expect that. This is all about rethinking. It's about, you'll have the tools by your side in February to start putting that foundation. The tools are there. It's a bit like buying the ingredients for the cake. It doesn't mean that it's made. It's about, right then, where can we go from this? And I've said for a little while, I kind of think that the 18th, 19th or thereabouts in February, you should all have a small window of what you're looking through, that what could manifest itself a few more months down the line. But April, May will be those significant times. This is all about you being the teachers in your own lives, learning from your mistakes, letting go of patterns. You paint the fence white with the white bucket, whether you want it black. It's never going to be any different. Do the same thing, don't expect to get a different result. So this is about changing agents within you. You are all learning along the pathway, and it has been volatile time in the planets, but it's been very much a real game-changing time. And I do think that when you move through, there'll be some delays in February, but I do think you'll feel a lot better, hopefully a little bit wiser. So, you know, this week is kind of saying Monday is quite spontaneous. Anything that you've got to wrap up or deal with, it's asking for you to be spontaneous. Tuesday is very much about the feminine energy, about a female or dealing with someone in a female energy way, whether it's business, but it's still all about the retrograde. Wednesday feels like on the romantic link, talking, chatting, flirting. I kind of feel here that Wednesday is going to be a really nice day, but 28th, 29th feel as if they will fit in for that. That Seven of Swords is still saying trust your own intuition. Seven of Swords can mean property. It can mean someone's holding back. It's a heavy weight. But I do get the sense at the moment that a lot of you are saying, I feel as if there's something more going on. I don't feel like I'm being told the bigger picture. So if someone's not well or there's family background, they might want to tell you for a reason. There's always a reason behind things, but this is about trusting your intuition. The quirky Aquarius is asking for you to step forward and meet new people. It's a time of change, changing of the guards, changing of the agent within your subconscious mind. You know, for so many people that are saying, I no longer want to do this job and I'm walking away, this is the time to make that change. For those of you who are starting, planting the seeds within a business, yeah, the badger is saying perseverance, but I'm still going to say March is a stride forward, and so is the April, May. They're very much a lot, the months of movement. You'll all feel the movements within your life. Property moves, house moves, business moves, new businesses starting to flow and take forwards. But everything has its step-by-step energy. So I'm going to wish you all a wonderful week. Remember, slow is good. Mars in Libra will make you want it now, and that will make you frustrated. It will make you confront people. It will make you kind of say, well, I'm not normally like this, but I feel a little bit bulshy around wanting to get an answer. Try and stamp on that. Try and use that energy somewhere else, is what I would say to you. You're all feeling frustrated, myself included. We're all looking for answers, and those answers aren't ready to be revealed yet. I do feel here that we have to turn into February. Remember, it's a super new moon in Aquarius, which means it's lower to the earth than normal, has stronger impact. Yeah, can mean the weather will really shift and change, unfortunately, tidal waves and things like that. When the moon is lower, the moon can affect the sea, it can affect the weather, can affect your moods. So be mindful of that. But new moon is new projects, new start, new you. And you have 10 days, 2 weeks to really push that and sail that. Good first 5 days, because then you hit a Mercury retrograde. But get that brainstorming, that reinventing. Anything is possible. For any of you out there, there is no such word. A couple of people have emailed me about business or business ideas, and they've said financially they've been stopped. Venus retrograde, it is about your money, and it slows down your income level as well as your love level. So really don't apply for finances in a retrograde of any sort or sign anything. For those that have asked about money, April will be a real changer around money. Some of you will have a lot of money to pay out. Some of you will get a certain change within maybe businesses that you've started earlier on in the year, and kind of think that your money starts to pick up in April. April will be, I wouldn't say a tricky month, but it'll be a money month. So for all of you out there at the moment, and the majority of people that listen to some of these podcasts are about relationships, slow and steady wins the race. Speedy Gonzales is speedy, now you see me, now you don't. And we can all want love, but it doesn't manifest itself overnight. Anything that's worth having grows. Value yourself. Venus is teaching you to value yourself. Look at the beauty within you, not the beauty that he doesn't like me with my hair long or short. This is about your own value. And that's for guys out there as well as girls. Value yourself. You're all unique. You all want love. Any business opportunities, again, 50-50, value yourselves. If you feel unsure, the 7 of Swords, Thursday, and that's about the 30th, that's new. If you get a little bit, moons, new moons or even full moons can make people very wobbly and emotional. If you feel like someone's deceiving you or not showing their full hand, don't do it. Wait. And I wouldn't sign anything when you get into the retrograde on the 6th. Even we're getting to the stage now where it's a little bit, I kind of say, if you can hold off till March, 1st of March, new moon in Pisces, whole different ball game. But this is saying at the end of the week, look at your own intuition, feel your way. If you're unsure about any of this, persevere. A few more weeks won't make any difference to the status quo, but that Mars and Libra will make everybody, as much as I'm saying this, really want it all now. It's all going on in the subconscious mind. It's all about you rethinking your life. But again, Venus is the feelings that you're getting. You're maybe reviewing your feelings, your emotional state, your emotional worth, feeling valued or wanting that security. The Mercury retrograde is more about the mindset, rethinking, but again helps you to go backwards, to relook, to reconnect to certain things. So we all say we hate retrogrades because Mercury in particular is a lot of breakdowns and delays in flights or electronics or electrical shocks, but they're there for a reason. The Cosmo is saying rethink, slow down. You're already starting the week off as being quite fast. The moon there in Sagittarius is bringing that kind of fun energy, that jump into it all. But I just think that the week is panning out step by step. I don't think it'll be a bad week. I think it'll be a week where changes take place. So be good to yourself out there and anyone else that you know along the way. Try not to judge others or judge yourself. Until next week's video, thank you for those who watch and share. And someone asked me, I have taken a lot of my links off. I have taken a step back. I'll do the videos for you, but health-wise, and I've had a lot on my plate, I am stepping back a little bit from doing any form of readings or bookings, but I'll still provide the videos for you all. So take care, and wishing you all well to next week's video or podcast. Bye-bye.